I am the Septuagenarian Explorer off on another exploration. This one I am trying to get to the windward point of the island on the far east end. When I was doing hikes with the Anguilla National Trust, one of their hikes went around along the coast around the point, but it was labeled challenging, so I didn't do it. But I saw on the map that there's supposed to be a trail that goes overland to the point, so that is what I am going to attempt to do today. I had to park pretty far up the road before the trail starts, so I hope it's not too difficult. The road was just getting a little bit rough and more than I wanted to really drive on. So we will see how it goes. So I'm beginning the walk along this road, which wouldn't be too bad if this were all that it was, but there's quite a lot of rugged road just to get to this point. So I decided, I think I'll get out and start walking and see how far I can get. So you can see I'll pull it in a little bit more. You can see the beginning of the channel, so the Atlantic Ocean approaching the Anguilla Channel here. And I'm not positive, but I think that is Junk's Hole Savannah Bay area right there, which I have walked. So we will continue down this road. Over in this field are a lot of beautiful flowering trees, very lovely. This end must get a fair bit of moisture. I'll get up a little closer, you can see the pretty flowers. These have a really nice scent too. Nice collection of rock. As I mentioned in a prior video, I like rocks. Interesting formation there. Well, there's quite a long walk here, so I think maybe I shouldn't have stopped as soon as I stopped, because I'm not sure I'm going to have the energy to walk back up again. We will see. I'm hoping that there will be a trail going to the left before I get all the way down towards the coast there. Because that is a pretty steep drop that I don't really want to come back up again, nor do I really want to drive down it. I think I'm gonna have to walk it. Oh well. It is an adventure. I find it interesting how many light poles there are along, or electricity poles there are along here. And there's basically no houses. There are houses up by where I park the car, but I just wonder if there's something further down and I am somehow missing it. Oh, guess I'll be going up the hill since I'm going down this one. Oh. Okay, well there is a house over here. And it looks like it's on a salt pond. When I get back, I'll have to look at the map. Or is that an inlet? I am not sure. I'm a little too low to be able to tell if that's a salt pond or an inlet. Okay, well, we will continue on down the road a little longer, because there doesn't seem anything else I can do, but I guess all of these electrical poles are for that house over there. Huh. Okay, I'm going to put it on pause. I don't want my phone to overheat, so come back when maybe when I get back up to that one rise there. Okay, so now I am coming up to this ridge here, and maybe it will give us a view, and I'll have some idea of how much further I'm going to need to walk. Oh, it's looking like it's further. But we do have a nice view. Oh, it is an inlet. Okay, so this is the Atlantic. Okay, here I am at the top of the ridge, and it turns out that that house is built above a little bay. So I'll have to check on the map to see what that bay is. And then that's the Atlantic Ocean out there. And as we come around and going this way, the Atlantic Ocean merges into the Anguilla Channel. Okay, I'm going to stop there for a little bit and continue on my walk. So I come to a crossroads, but this particular one straight ahead says Windward Point, so I'm going to go continue on that one and hope that this is taking me in the right direction. Well, it's got quite a long walk there. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off and then back on when maybe I come to a new viewpoint. So this is looking at the Anguilla Channel area. See if I can bring that in a little more. I guess that's about it. You can look out there, and over there you can see there's St. Martin. So some nice views of the channel area, and there seems to be a boat out there, And we'll come on over here, and another view of the house on the Atlantic coast. So I'm at another crossroads. If I didn't have so far to walk back, I would be a little more adventurous, but I think I'm going to keep going straight ahead. So, don't know where these go. This might go to that one house, but I don't know where that one will go. So, we will continue on straight ahead and see what happens. Okay, there's a road that branches off and goes up the hill. And there's a building up there on the top of the hill, and that is probably the road that goes to the house over here. But I'm going to continue on this one and see what happens. I feel like I'm getting closer to the coast because the wind is picking up and I can smell the sea. But now I see that there is another trail going this way, but I will not be taking that since it joins up to this one. And I will just continue on this for hopefully not too much longer. Well, will this be the end when I get to that rise? Or will I have to go even further? Let's see. We'll continue on our way. In addition to the pretty flowering trees, there are also a lot of cactus mixed in. So, Anguilla has a very enjoyable mixture of vegetation. Okay, I'm going to pause it and then we'll see at the top of the hill. Well, before I get to the top of the hill, I see this gateway, so perhaps another building was going up there. Won't check it out today. Well, that was either the steepest hill or I'm getting tired, or both. But it looks like I might be making it to the tip of the island. Whew. I'll pause again until I get closer. We're almost to the coast, and it looks like somebody is or was building something here. Ooh, I can see, oh, I don't know if you can see that. The waves crashing on the shore. Yeah, there's a little bit if you look close. Okay, I'll just leave it on for now because I think we're getting close enough that I can see things out there. Looks like a wall somebody put up. Don't think it goes with this, whatever they're building here. Oh, I can hear the waves crashing. Very cool. Let's see if I can go past that wall or up the hill a little bit. Maybe up the hill a little bit. Focus on the waves over here. Okay, I'm going to pause. Okay, so you see the waves breaking on the shore, and the island over there should be Scrub Island, and the gap between the Windward Point and Scrub Island is Anguilla Narrows. And when the sailboats do their around the island race, this is a difficult stretch for them to get through, so they can then take the curve around the island. Ooh, see those waves crashing there? That is beautiful. And then they go into the Anguilla Channel and continue on around the west end of the island. So there's some building going on here, but I'm not sure what it is. It looks like the trail continues on up that hill, but I don't think I want to do that. That's still more climbing, etc. And I have gotten to the end of the island, at least in my opinion. So I'm going to stop there. Turning around, you can see St. Martin over there. So that's on the Anguilla Channel. I figure it took me close to an hour to walk here, so another hour going back. So I won't turn on the camera unless there's something really interesting. So see you in a bit. Get a good view of the cactus. There's quite a lot of cactus in this particular area. That's how far I've come from the coast, and have to go all the way down that road. And when you see the electricity poles, then I still have a long walk from there. So quite a long walk to go. Well, it took me about 35 minutes to get to this point, from the coast to this point, and now I have to follow this for quite a long ways, mostly uphill, to my car. So we'll see how long that takes. I was walking fairly briskly to this point, but I think I'm going to be slowing way down. Whew. Well, that last stretch only took me 25 minutes, but it really wipes me out because it was almost entirely uphill. But I made it. Yay! I would like to do it again someday and actually get all the way to the hill point and get a better view of Scrub Island and the Narrows. But if I do it again, I'm going to do it with somebody, and we are going to drive almost all the way there now that I know that the roads are relatively passable. So this was a major adventure. I'm glad I did it, but I'm pretty exhausted now, so the Septuagenarian Explorer is going to go and rest now. But I'll see you next week.